Got it.
Yeah, we in progress. Let's go. So the way
Yeah.
it's looking, shout out to Cool, shout out to JB. JB should be around. Shout out to Cool. Cool might be around. Stuff be going on. So it might be the brown skin bandit, the brown skin bearded bandits episode again. Me and Jay, we gonna hold it down. The way it's looking, we see how it go though. You never know who's gonna pop in though. So if you don't know, this is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 163. And if you don't know, after 163 episodes, who I am the Flushman. I'm the fat boy. I'm still calling you Broadish, and I'm always your Huckleberry. Holla at me.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Jay, aka Big Swole, and coming to you live and direct. We're doing this podcast. Well, me, I'm doing this podcast from another country. So, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We about to give y'all some information. Let's go.
Let's get to it. How you feeling, Jay?
Bro, I mean, out here where I'm at, little country and being taken. I'm under a little hut right now and whatnot, bro. I'm taking care, life is good. LG, we're gonna keep it going.
Feeling good. All right, where you want to start, man? Something on your mind you want to start with? One of the topics that's out
Yeah.
there. What's on
So,
your mind?
This whole um transgender thing, it's been going on for a couple weeks now. Started with Dave Chappelle, right? So where does it stop, right?
As far as what?
As far as what they saying needs to be canceled and stuff. So between last week, what we talked about, and this week, the latest thing is Michael Myers.
No, well, that's the hold on. You're not saying it right. That's the LGBTQ. They are, hold on. All right, that's where you want to start it. That's where you're going to start it. Hold on. Where is it at? Because I want to read it right. Where is it at?
Yeah.
So, what happened? They're saying that, oh my goodness, where is it at? Hold on, Jay. Give me 1 second. All right, go ahead and talk about it a little bit so I get it.
Yeah.
No, I got it. So, Notorious Halloween villain Michael Myers accused of being homophobic in latest movie because I guess how he killed a gay couple. It wasn't transgender; it was a gay couple. Go ahead.
They, I'm not saying they all do, but they fall, transgender and everything. So, they fall under those same letters. Michael Myers, the fictional character that someone made up.
Right.
Now, we do have a person out there named Mike Myers, and he did movies also. But this fictional character that we're talking about right now is fictional. He can't be homophobic because it's a fictional character. Michael Myers has been out since the 90s at least.
No, the late 70s, bro. I want to say.
Exactly. So I first got.
Damn, you young. Talking about the 90s.
No, I was like, I got it in the 80s, but I wasn't watching all that.
It might have been like the 80s. I think might have been like the late 70s though.
So it's gotta be controlled, before something comes out. I put it, in our chat. So I say the next one's going to be a versus battle, the Karens versus the alphabet people, and I don't know who's going to win. So it should be fun. Funny.
That'd be a hell of a versus. But yeah, I feel what you're saying as far as Michael Myers. If we're going to even play that game and say who Michael Myers has killed in movies over the last 30 years, even more than that, let's say almost 40 years. I'm not sure, but come on. It's getting too far, whereas though it's like, why is that even why is anybody paying attention to that? Why is that even something that somebody's paying attention to? Why are you catching on to the fact that, what was it too hard? I didn't see the movie, but was it too harsh the way he killed that couple compared to the other killings? I doubt it. It's just like, man, people, I don't even know what's crazy. It might not even be coming from the LGBTQ. It could be somebody else just poking. Because in the day, it's like, to be taken seriously about a situation, not saying they're not being taken seriously, but Like when you talk, like, come on now, that's not something serious. That's not something we should really be talking about with all the things that's going on in the world, even dealing with the LGBTQ community. I'm pretty sure they have way more concerning things to worry about than who Michael Myers kills or why he killed them or the way in which he killed them in the movie. I'm pretty sure there are more things that are on desk that need to be, as far as even, that community that need to be dealt with. So for this to be a part of a conversation is really, crazy. I'm pretty sure we all have other things that we need to be taking care of, and this shouldn't even be a topic, period.
Indeed.
See, I think this podcast is, especially when it's me and you gonna see some wild shit, and I just gotta clean it up. So I'm the cleanup guy. So you get on base, and then I'm gonna bring you home.
They should know. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this trip, so I've been drinking tequila for the last 4 days straight.
So he's faithful. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to do extra cleanup on aisle 3.
If it ain't tequila, it's Martell. So I've been tearing them down. Yeah.
Now I found this interesting. Pittsburg high school student found wearing KKK costume on campus. Now that's something to talk about, man. How does that? And what I read was he wasn't discovered until the 4th period. So how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about something to talk about? That's something to talk about. How was that even? How did he even get into the school? How did he get on school grounds dressed like that? Nobody caught it. Nobody was paying attention. Maybe he didn't have a whole lay on. Maybe that was it. But the fact that, go ahead.
Just the ignorance of, again, we don't know the whole situation, and we don't know if he didn't have the whole fit or whatever, right? But that falls in your household, right? Like, hey son, what you going to dress up tomorrow as, right? Oh, Dad, I got it. Mom, I got it. No, I want to know what you dressed it up as. Let me see your costume, right? So that as us being military people, we do the redundancies, and we check, right? So we check on stuff. So no matter if it's you checking on your kids or me checking on you or you checking on me, we're going to do it, right? That's the thing. We hold each other accountable for it. We said it before, and I think that a lot of these parents are being more friends and scared of their kids than they actually are being parents, right? So if you don't know what your kid's wearing to school, or you don't know what they're being for Halloween, there's a problem there, right? Then you get to the school and you see them dressed in an all-white sheet, or whatever it may be. Little Johnny, are you a ghost? No. What are you? I'm a Klan member. So where did he learn that at, right? So again, it falls back at the house. They only teach Black history for 28 days, right? And our history is the history, according to them, and in most places. Now, Pittsburgh is one of those. It's one of those states where it might be a little iffy in those backwood parts. You might have
a city.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna throw the parents a little bit of rope, because we've seen, if you watch movies and stuff, kids can walk out of the house one way and change. Even I ain't gonna say white folks. Notorious Big. He went out the house one way, went up to the roof and changed and left out a whole other way. I don't necessarily think that reflects on the household. I think that's possible. Some people don't pay their kids that much mind too. So it can be possible that they didn't ask. It could be. I don't even know if as a teenager, it could start at the household, but it could be something that he's just, maybe his homies is on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think there should be some harsh discipline. There has to be some sort of statement made, some severe enough punishment, whereas though
no one else will do it.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like, can we blame it on the parents? Possibly, but it's quite possible that the parents didn't know. Could he had left out the house one way and dressed another way when he got to school? That's possible also. Could it be he live in a household where though? Yes, racism is very present and they don't care. All these things are possible, but as a teenager, you got to know right from wrong. And I think he should be disciplined in that way. He knew what he was doing. I'm pretty sure he's a smart enough young man to know what he was doing, and that comes with consequences. And I think those consequences should be severe, regardless of whatever. You get what I'm saying? It comes to a point where as though he could think for himself. He made a decision, whether he thought it was funny or whatever the move was. I hope he got whatever he wanted to get out of it. And I think his punishment should be expulsion. You get what I'm saying? Sit at home. You get what I'm saying?
All consequences have repercussions.
Exactly. And that's one thing, end of the day, even with kids, like, I'm like that when it comes to mine. Like, it's just a thing where it's like, I got to teach y'all now how to think before y'all get to that age where when you making moves and doing stuff and not thinking about the consequences of it, and we got I'm talking about the black family as far as my situation. So as black kids, it goes different for us. You know what I'm saying? This kid might not get, and I'm interested in seeing what his punishment going to be, but it might not be as severe as it would be if a black kid came in with something that's probably even less, as far as offensive, the consequences of it. So, I hope whatever punishment is put down is a very severe one. And I hope there is no let up. And I hope, he gets what he wanted out of that.
Also the teachers need to be held accountable. Again.
But see, it's possible, Jay, that he went to the bathroom and changed. He could have it looking one way. That's what I'm saying. We don't really know the facts of it. You know what I'm saying? He can sit back here and he can go change it to the bathroom, take his book back in the bathroom and change it. Think it's funny you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff is possible. Even with the whole 4 period thing, that he might not necessarily been in the first 3 periods dressed that way. I mean, if that's what happened, then as a staff, if he walked into that building like that and went through 4 periods, as a staff, they're failing as far as the school in general. You know what I'm saying? It's a fail as far as them if that happened and nobody picked up on what was going on. But it's quite possible that go ahead.
I'll say no, most definitely. You go to the bathroom, you change. Fourth period is your last period. I'm gonna make a little funny joke, ha ha ha, but you're not realizing that is again your consequences have repercussions. So I may got my little laugh out of it, and you know what I'm saying, but you got to think of the bigger part of did you offend somebody, or I'm saying, or whatever it may be.
I mean, at that age, you can't tell me those things don't go into play into your mind. For him to wear that, you got to know that it's going to be offensive. You got to know that there's possible consequences.
Agreed.
He probably was like, fuck it. Okay, cool. He should be dealt harshly in that manner. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me when you do that, you can't just, it ain't going to be a big deal. Come on. These kids have access to, they got the word in their hands. You get what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, what these things mean, because not only you can find out about it. It's offensive. That's just common sense. As a teenager, if you're in the 10th grade, you can't tell me you don't understand what doing that could possibly means. So, go ahead.
I seen a picture. As you say, the word in the hands, right? And so I'm 30, about to be 35. So I seen a picture today. It said, kids nowadays don't know the harsh reality of what we went through. And it said 80s babies, right? So I had a picture of a boombox, had a picture of a Polaroid camera, had a picture of a tape recorder, and blah, blah, blah. And it goes. Now, all of these things are in your pocket at one time. So there's no way you can't say the information is not there, because they've been uploaded the encyclopedia. So, all this information is out there. All they got to do is hit that little G word named Google. You can find out anything about it. So, yeah.
All that stuff is in there in the palm of their hand, and is way better than those things were when we had them. You get what I'm saying? So not only do they have those things all present, a Polaroid camera when we was a young buck, and what these cameras do in your phone is crazy. You get what I'm saying? So it's a whole nother step,
Most def.
How much of what you learned at school do you think you use on a daily basis?
You know what? I saw that question and I'm thinking about it.
Besides reading and math off the top of my head, like stuff that you sit back here and I got a B in American history. You know what I'm saying? Like those things you don't really on a job interview get you the job. The fact that you got what were your grades like in high school don't get you the job. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's a lot of things. When I think of a percentage, reading, of course, math, those two definitely you use most throughout the majority of your day. You get what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things that feel like, when you think about school and what school teaches you.
Yeah, reading, math, and almost that typewriting, but the keyboard is pretty much the big three right now, right?
Right.
And as far as everything else, like
the periodic table, you get what I'm saying? It's not something that on today, unless your career is of science.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're looking at. I haven't seen the periodic table since. Has the periodic table changed? I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I wouldn't even know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's so many things that's like, when you think about school and the process of school and the time you spend there, how much of that do you use?
But you said high school. You could take it to one step farther to college. You do all this stuff in college and you get a job. And it's like, oh, they don't ask you. They don't say, oh, what did you get in school? What was your grade? Were you,
right.
summa cum laude?
What was your GPA?
Yeah, they don't ask that. Hey,
you know what's crazy? A GPA don't mean you can do a job. You get what I'm saying? I remember when I was in the Navy, crazy enough, like a watch captain, like you in the galley, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cook, you know what I'm saying? So you're in the galley, you know what I'm saying? You got a second class, an E5 running the galley. They book smart, they can pass a test, but they don't got the leadership skills to lead the kitchen. You get what I'm saying? I was an E4 with an E5 as the supervisor, but the E5 only dealt with paperwork. As far as what had to go down throughout that shift, I ran that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, it's like, just because you can read a book, Doug, I seen a doctor, right? This is like a couple years ago. You know, one of them toasters where you put it in the top and then your toast come out the bottom? Mm-hmm. It goes through the machine, it comes out the bottom. I seen a doctor put a Danish on a paper plate on that toaster. Now imagine how that plate and all that stuff came out. I think it got stuck and caught on fire. But that's a doctor, though. Supposed to be one of the smartest people in the world. Didn't have the common sense to take the Danish. First of all, you can't put that Danish in a
toaster.
Right. And it's like it's not a toaster that you pop down, but it goes through and it falls, falls off the back.
Convection
right,
toaster.
It falls off the back and it comes to the front. Right. A doctor. You know what I'm saying? So book smarts don't necessarily add up to common sense.
Facts.
Yeah, but I'm interested, man. That's something we're going to do a little deeper dive into what we do on a daily basis. How much of that how much of what we learned at school do we use on a daily basis? So you heard about Fetty Wap?
Yeah, I seen the article come out about him. So
he was arraigned on federal drug trafficking charges on Friday, as authorities accuse him of being part of a drug ring distributing cocaine, heroin, fentanyl across Long Island in New Jersey. Damn. Man just dropped the album last week.
You there?
At some time. You can have some serious time.
Yeah.
It be real out there, man. I never was a Fetty Wap fan, but I heard he's a talented boy. But man, listen, some people can't take that foot out the streets.
Hey, I'm definitely not a Fetty Wap fan. But yeah, man, like really, since he came out with that first hit, he hasn't really had anything else.
No, he had some drinks on that first album. I'm not a fan, but I know with some drinks on there they got a lot of play off of that first album.
No, he got on my nerves. He was like a one-eye Akon. Like his voice was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I never listened to the album, but
yeah.
So we all came up back in the day, not back in the day, but in the early 2000s, watching Paid in Full, and we know it was based on a true story. And Alpo, who was really
Rico.
Cameron played him, Rico, on Paid in Full, which was about a true story.
Shot in Baltimore. Shout out Baltimore.
Yeah, he was the one who killed Mitch and ended up at the end. He snitches at the end. Some say his snitching had something to do with Rayful Edmonds getting booked down DC. You talking about some DC? I know DC's ready. He was shot and killed a couple nights ago in Harlem after he came home, and so my man he was hood famous in Harlem. Shot one of his homies, supposedly one of his good, I guess they wasn't that close of friends if he shot him, but he shot and killed him. Went to jail, snitched when he went to jail, came home, came back to Harlem. And I don't know how long he was home for, but he ended up getting killed the other night.
Yeah, you got hit in that drive. I mean,
listen, man. You like the nerve that you sit back here and think, first of all, things you do out here in these streets don't have expiration date on it. Now, I don't know if that's the reason why he got killed, or maybe, if you back in Harlem and you got that mentality like that, who knows what he was into since he been home. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling that maybe he done gotten into something since he been home. But the nerve to come home, the snitch, and then go back to where you snitched at and really be outside.
Yeah, they said he was riding around on his motorcycle.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's what he's done. Like I said, I don't know what he's done since he's been home, played a part in this situation, or if, that situation back in that day and back in them days, But the nerve, like, how you gonna come home and just go back to Harlem like everything's sweet?
No, like you said, man, somebody coming for you ain't got no expiration date. It may come down, it may come later, but if they want you, they're gonna reach out and touch you. And,
that's honestly, that's really the best way to do it. Honestly, if you're going, like, how I think, right? When I think about my mastermind, if I ever had to kill somebody, like
allegedly,
right? Allegedly, if I ever had to kill somebody, like if we had an issue inside my mind, because I've thought about this, right? If I had an issue with somebody and I felt like I wanted to kill them, right? I would tell everybody, like, nah, it's cool, ain't no big deal, it's over, we grown, I ain't got no problems with that, man. And I would wait a long, long, long time to kill him. You get what I'm saying? But if you argue with somebody and everybody in the world know y'all argue, and then he dead tomorrow, you're gonna be the first one everybody suspected doing it. So in my mind, I hope I never had to be in that space or feel like that. But when I think about it, because I've thought about it, I think we've all probably had a thought like that before. Not necessarily about a person, but if you ever had to do something, how you would go about doing it. I mean, I would wait enough time where as though our situation, and I would downplay my anger towards that person to not make me a suspect.
I mean, Ace is still alive, right? So,
yeah, but who knows where he at? I don't think he. I bet you ain't in Harlem.
Just because I'm not saying it, but just because you ain't there, don't mean you can't reach out and touch somebody.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's not even on that side. I don't even think he ain't on that. Nah. Like I said, it's been so long. See, a guy like that, you can kill that person probably, and if don't nobody really know for a fact you did it, he done probably been mixed up with so many people. It's hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it's a guy who's had one argument and then he's dead the next day, it's kind of easy to pinpoint who might have did it. But when you're a guy who went to jail, snitched, did all these things before you went to jail, come home, who knew what you got into since you've been home? It's like a needle in the haystack for real.
When you got enemies and your enemies got enemies and so, then, you know what I'm saying? That case, they ain't solved Tupac and Biggie, so you think they gonna solve?
See, we ain't gonna go down that. We ain't gonna go down that block today. We ain't going down that block today. But I'm pretty sure. It was crazy enough. You think somebody really out here looking to see who killed him? Probably not.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You think the cops really putting some time into that? They probably feel like everybody else. I'm not necessarily feeling like, oh well, he had so much going on. Who ain't no telling who did that. So Jay-Z went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And LL.
Yeah, in LL. But we talking about Jay-Z right now. Shout out to LL Cool J, no doubt though. Jay-Z addresses Dame Dash in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. We created this company called Rockefeller Records. Shout out to Dame. I know we don't always see eye to eye, but I can never erase your accomplishments. I appreciate you. Was that can we see possible peace, or that's just him being politically correct? He could have easily, I'm not saying it would have stuck out if he didn't, because at the end of the day, it's like, no matter what, those two guys are connected. You know what I'm saying? When you speak of Dame Dash, Jay-Z's in your mind somewhere. When you speak of Jay-Z, I ain't gonna say he's necessarily in your mind, but when you think of the success of Jay-Z, those two guys are tied together. The stuff, the work they put in, the barriers they broke, the where they took Rockefeller to. You got to think, you can't just think of one. You got to think of them two together. So they kind of connect at the hip, no matter how much they aren't on the same page right now. They made history and they did it together. So I mean, go ahead.
I'll say no. I think it is as one being PC, right? So he wants to be PC and then anything he do, but he also wants to acknowledge Dame, and maybe that was he's not going to say I'm sorry, the way things ended up,
right?
But this is my form of apology to you. Don't forget about him out here, blah blah, because we started this together, right? So that may be his form of apology. That's maybe his way of PC, but he don't. You know what I'm saying? If don't let it happen. But if something was to happen to Jay the next day, at least he won't have that on his conscience, and Damon know where he stood and where Jay stood in his mind about him. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I think when you get those guys, like when you think of the Jay-Z's and the Puffs, I think when you look at Jay squashing beef with Jim Jones, squashing beef with Fat Joe, he's been doing that for the last couple of years. A lot of issues that he had with people. They've Jazzo, they've figured those things out and done business with each other after that. So Dame might be like the only one left that he didn't really, reconcile things with. I don't think they'll ever be best friends and hanging out and you'll see them, together. You hope that, for the sake of, what they have done, that they can, find that, we want to, it's going to come. I mean, first of all, tomorrow's never promised. You want to celebrate what they've done. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. So, you want to give them their flowers while they're here. What they did and what Rockefeller was something that, every kid, if you even thought about rapping, you wanted to be signed to Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like in that time, if you was late 90s, early 2000s, Rockefeller was the shit. You get what I'm saying? How they went about it, they clue, everything they did. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? They was the shit. So, we want to, I hope it comes to a point where as though they could share the same stage or sit down and get their flowers for what they accomplish with their partnership.
I see them. I see them hanging out and doing something more than I see Kanye and Jay doing something out in public.
No, I definitely see Kanye and Jay more because there's so many feelings that's tied up emotionally. There's so much hurt. I mean, even with the Aaliyah stuff, and we don't know how far that even go, but you get what I'm saying? It's a couple things where though it's like, I don't know if we'll ever see them, you can forgive your homie and y'all not be, you can forgive, but sometimes when you've been through probably what they've been through, it's hard to even go back to that space of where y'all was at. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see them two like that again. I mean, it would be a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? It would take a whole lot of maturity, a whole lot of, it'll
take a whole lot of grit and compromise.
Right, exactly. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of,
because we know what Dame personality is.
It would be respectful. It's Jay too. Jay a trip. What you think?
Jay
no.
Trip? No, I'm not saying. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. It's just more Dame is just more outspoken with his. Jay do shit to you. That's like Jay, like the person who he like the brother who will punch you and mommy don't see it, but then you end up snapping on him and it's like mommy gonna be tripping. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jay is. You know what I'm saying?
Hitting your brother like that.
Jay has done stuff to Dame, in the last year. A lot of this stuff has started with Jay. So
yeah, the NFTs and shit like that. So yeah.
Just Dame is just more speak up more. So it makes it look like he's the only one when Jay is just as petty and just with all the shits that Dame with. Definitely, we hope they get on the same page with that. Jada Pinkett Smith.
That's Miss Red Flag right there. That's what I call her.
Yeah. And I've had this discussion. Me and my wife had this discussion. We was talking about it. And she didn't say nothing bad. And it's not the fact of what she said. What she said about made perfect sense. You know, when you're in a relationship, you got to, especially in the bedroom, you know, you got to, share and express so people can't just read your mind. Yes, all those things are, I think, legit. But for me, my issue with Jada Pinkett Smith is she's just always saying something. It's not this one thing. And I've come to a conclusion because I really put some thought in this. Jada Pinkett Smith and Kyrie Irving I have the exact same problem with both of them. I don't have a problem with Kyrie not getting the vaccine. That's his choice. Just the way they just go about it. It'd be like, yo, don't nobody need to. You're not that important in the first place. And it's like you doing it because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for whatever you're talking about, we wouldn't be. What in the world do we have to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith for? No reason. All these red table talks, every time she have a red table talk, don't nobody sit back here and be talking about it. It's just a couple ones. The August Alsina one, the one she sat down with Will, and you know what I'm saying? So it's a couple. It's just, to me, it's like she says things to be relevant or to, put her name out there. And it's like, yo, don't nobody. And then, like, I was telling my wife, like, yo, like, as men, when we talk about Will, I keep seeing posts, like, I seen the post today where it said, give me a wife guy, but not like Jay, not like the one Will Smith got. Like, take your time. You get what I'm saying? She's like the chick you take out and she get drunk and she just fuck the whole night up. That's what she is to me.
Oh yeah, that's what I call it. I call
like,
it
yo, like, dog. And then it's like when you be with the homies, like, yo, man, he need to get her. She need to. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, at the end of the day, it's not even like I judge Will. It just be like, I feel sorry for Will. Like, why is she always ramming? You don't never hear Will mention about no woman. Will don't talk about no woman and nothing. When he talk about her, he just talk about her and just like, Will just be chilling. And then she just always got some more other shit to say. Like, how at 50 years old, you don't know how to love? Like, I at 50 years old, I just want to learn how to love. You got 2 kids. Like, end of the day, if I said that right now, yo, I don't know how to love, I just want to learn. Like, nigga, the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I got kids and everything. So what the fuck I've been doing? You get what I'm saying? I got a wife and everything. If I say that right now, she gonna look at me like, fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
What you been doing? So you been pretending? You get what I'm saying? Like, it just be like, it's goofy shit. And it's just like, yo, she be talking just to hear herself talk. She's talking because she got lips. That's all. Some people can do that because she got lips. Exactly. Like, yo, she's that person. Yo, you ever been around somebody who just be like, yo, I wish homie shut the fuck up. Like, what is he ramming about? That's how she seemed like she is. Like, yo, if she don't shut up, like, is she ain't done yet? Sit your little ass there.
I think that's it right there. I mean, she's, she has a platform, you know what I'm saying? One, because of the followers and who she is. So that's her platform. She talks just to keep her name relevant, get her red table talk off and whatnot. But you can't keep embarrassing this man and then he gonna take it. Like, I mean, because eventually no man is going to keep standing for it, right? So it may be a sex tape come out of Will. It may be he might do some wild shit, or he might show it to a war summer.
Yeah,
I understand that, but how much can he take though? Like, right.
I mean, he known it for this long. You know what I'm saying? So he probably used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done put up with it. She ain't just get like this. She just got a microphone in front of her face now. That's just the difference. She probably been like that. But, they said, oh, Will got a book coming out. So, this is press for the book. Now, that to me sound crazy because it's like, if for 25 years, let's say you've been married 27 years, right? For 25 years, there's been speculations of how y'all live your lives and whatever. But nobody never know because y'all kept it y'all business. So I feel like if they kept it, let's say she never said nothing. Even with the August Alsina thing, she ain't never said nothing. August said whatever and nothing was said. To me, it brings more excitement to the book that he about to drop when you don't say nothing. Everybody like, well, she's doing this or she's saying these things to promote the book. That don't make me want to read the book or with her talking. It ain't her book anyway. You know what I'm saying? So why am I worried about what she's talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you know what the chapters are.
if you've been mysterious for 25 years about your relationship and you drop a book,
boom.
Then it's like, oh, all right, now we finally, maybe we'll see what we've been hearing. Perfect example, the DMX book. I've read the DMX book back in the day. Now, this has been accurate. Before all this, we've always heard that he had addictions, but we never knew what his addictions actually were. It was never spoke about until him passing away, that, you know, his addiction became clear. Even I think when he really got sober, and he talked about how Main Man gave him a blunt that was laced and that started the whole thing. It was never really clear. So me reading his book, I was kind of looking for that. You get what I'm saying? Like, what drugs was DMX really on? You get what I'm saying? Because he never made it clear what it was. So for me, the mystery is more attractive to me than her talking. Her saying, oh yeah, this that sex with him has been a challenge. Don't make me want to read the book more. Because this further was her talking. Nobody wants to read the Jada Pinkett book. Period. Nobody wants to.
No.
To me, it seemed like, if anything, she's trying to bring attention on her because he's getting so much attention. See, Will do shit, and it just be like, Will record himself bungee jump. Well, Will don't gotta even do the dramatic shit to be popping. He do the he jumped into the Grand Canyon off of he bungee jumped into the Grand Canyon, and everybody's seen that shit. It's harmless. It had no effect on her. You get what I'm saying? Everything she do gotta be about him or some fucked up shit to make him look crazy.
Well, you know, he got a movie coming out, so
we got a doc coming out, I think.
No, he has the King Richard.
Right, the
King Richard, Serena
right.
father.
Well, he got that coming, and I heard he got I think it's a doc coming out too. I think he said something. I seen something today that I grazed. What's it called? Grazed? Is it grazed?
I haven't seen
it. I glanced at it. Okay, fuck it. I glanced at it, and I didn't really read it about him saying he thought about suicide.
I seen that. I seen about that. The quote from that. But it's two women in the industry that really, you know, they're beautiful women. Jada is one, and the other one is Kiki Wyatt. There's two women I'm staying away from.
Yeah, Kiki Wyatt, boy. How many kids she got?
Kiki Wyatt is Miss Wap. Like, she, like, as soon as you get in there, like, she pregnant. She got like 11.
She got like a 5-on-5 and somebody on the bench. Her kids can go to the basketball court and really just run a fool.
Yeah, they got a sub. They got a sub. We play for either team.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Kiki Wyatt got a bunch of kids. Nick Cannon about to catch in a minute though. Did you ever see the joint with him where he you see Nick Cannon put his face on his jet?
Oh, on Kevin Hart's?
Yeah,
I seen that.
They be going back and forth.
Yeah, he gave him a llama, then he put a face on a jet and shit like
that.
No.
He gave him a llama. He gave Kev a llama, and then Kev put his phone number on a billboard. Yeah. Right. And they said his phone was going crazy. And then he put his face on Kev's jet, on the side of his jet. Kev pulled up and he got his face on the side of his jet. Yeah, man, I'm tired of Jada Pinkett. Yo, you listen to NBA YoungBoy? NBA YoungBoy.
Can't say I do.
Well, he got released from jail. I thought he wasn't never coming home.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hopefully he learned his lesson and stay out. But again, you think you know what you do in those streets.
But see, you know what? Juice kept saying about him that he was something like, and I keep hearing like, I never heard a song about him, but I keep hearing like he like the next big thing, like as far as rap music though.
So you know, I've heard YoungBoy before. And what I will say is I will bump Lil Baby before I bump YoungBoy.
Yo, bro, listen, you gonna stop using Lil Baby's name in vain.
I'm not downplaying because I've been listening to Lil Baby a little more.
Baby
so
nice.
What I'm saying is, yeah. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I will bump that before I will bump YoungBoy.
Yeah, YoungBoy.
Because I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck YoungBoy be saying.
Yo, if you turned this shit on, I wouldn't be able to tell you what's up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even be able to tell you what's up. Where we at? Oh, so right, I seen something. I think T showed me. So the chick, she had got a bull bought her some flowers, right? And she gonna say to him, next time, get a vase for the flowers. So I guess she was like, babe, was she at work? I don't know where she was at, but the boy bought her some flowers and she was like upset because he didn't bring the flowers in the vase. Now, you know, like if you somewhere like, I don't know about down there, but up here you can like stop at a flower joint and, you know, just, you know, grab it. Like that shit is just like the most like motherfuckers be so unfucking grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, whoever he was took the time out of his day to stop and get her some flowers. And instead of being happy and appreciating the fact that that man did that, she complained about a fucking vase.
You know what? And you say that, and that's small, right? And so when I was on this flight, I read another story about this woman, right? And it's funny that you brought it up because I was going to bring this up. So this guy, he proposed to his girlfriend, and instead of giving her a ring, he gave her a receipt, and the receipt was her student debt. He paid it off, $70K, and she said, "I'm still not going to marry you because there's no ring. Thank you for paying off my debt."
See, that's the shit right there. Now that's
70K,
crazy.
70K.
Right. See,
come on now,
motherfuckers be ungrateful, bro. Listen, I'll take this ring off right now to pay my college debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like imagine somebody offering like he paid he proposed to her, and instead of giving her a ring, he paid off her $70,000 debt, school debt. And she said she wasn't gonna marry him because it wasn't a ring. These motherfuckers don't. She must not have received them phone calls to them motherfuckers be calling asking about when you gonna cut that check.
Well, Fannie Mae calling shit.
That shit. These motherfuckers be crazy. I don't get it, man. Like, yo, I would not want to be young. Real shit. Like, I might sound like the old guy who like I could not live in this world and the way this shit is, like single and young in this shit. Like, this shit too fucking weird, bro. At the end of the day, was it a unique? It was a unique gesture. Don't get me wrong. The gesture is very unique. You get what I'm saying? But damn, like I can buy my own ring to not have to worry about $70,000 worth of debt.
What?
Yo, that shit is crazy. And then she was like, "No, I'd have listened. See, you can't."
You know how many people have been grateful for that?
I'd have canceled that shit. Matter.
What? I want my money back.
Right? Yeah. Did you see that on a movie set? Alec Baldwin. They had killed there's something with a gun that had like real bullets in it.
A prop gun,
but it had real bullets in it though.
They see the prop guns have blanks,
right?
And they still can
you get little actual bullets in it though.
No, well, you can load it. It looks like a bullet. It looks exactly, but it's like a blank that we have in militaries, right? But they still can. You know how we put the I can't think of the name of it on the end of the barrel, so nothing won't come out the barrel, and if it does, it just stops there. Well, I don't know if they had anything on the end of the barrel and it killed them. But the family already said like they're not going to look for no legal action against Alec Baldwin and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure he feels horrible and he'll pay. I mean,
I'm not saying you go after Alec Baldwin, but as far as whatever studio company they was in there recording, we got a lawsuit though. That's definitely a lawsuit.
If they want it,
you definitely, man. Like, look, end of the day, like somebody did something that ain't had no business doing. Period.
No,
so
somebody did something
Warner
they should have done.
Say it again.
I said somebody did something that they should have done. There always needs to be something. I cannot think of this word, whatever it is on the end of the rifle or whatever it may be. But there's always something there to prevent a projectile coming out, no matter if it's a rock or a piece of gunpowder or whatever it may be, whatever projectile it may be. It's always something should be on there. You can DJI that
so
out.
Just in case, so you're saying just in case something was in there hot, there should be something else in place to, even if it is hot, stop it.
Well, I mean, obviously not an actual round, but as far as dummy rounds, or I don't know what the
So
civilians
what
call
you're
it.
talking about wouldn't stop an actual round.
Oh no, it's gonna pop that off.
All right, then. So what do that? How does that change the situation? If it's something, if there's actual real bullet in that gun or real bullet, well, they said it was one bullet,
Yeah, but they don't have real bullets on sets.
right? So
They have
why? How does that happen then? You get what I'm
they
saying?
have they have prop guns with um blanks. Even though it's still a blank, it still can emit a projectile out that weapon.
Right. So what? They'll hurt or something?
Oh, I mean, if it hurts, and obviously right now, I mean, it can kill you.
No, but so
Um,
you saying that was a real bullet though?
no,
So you saying in this situation, I'm at the Google it. Usually you're the Google guy. So you saying that it wasn't an actual bullet, it was a fake bullet that killed him.
hmm
I'm gonna come back to that. You've been saying some weird shit the last 2 weeks, Jay.
I'm just saying, bro. It's
I'm at to
yeah.
double check. I'm at to double check, yo. Yeah, remember back in the day, right? When you used to hook your game onto the TV and your whoever, let's say it's your grandmama or whatever. Why did older black women always think that the game was gonna mess the TV up, yo? You don't remember that shit? My grandma used to be like, don't put that game on my TV, it's gonna mess my TV up. Grandma, the game is made for the TV. That's what the game is made for. You ain't
You
never
know
go through
what?
that?
No, because my pop really we ain't never really go
See,
to
you
like
was with your
family
pop.
house.
See, dads wasn't tripping off that shit, probably.
Nah, yeah. And I had my own room, so my pop
That was
wasn't
like your
tripping.
grandmama, something like your grandma felt like that's the same grandma who you couldn't wear a hat in her house. You couldn't open an umbrella in her house. You know what I'm saying? It was just really with
Uh,
that shit.
Turn
Like,
the electricity on if it's raining and shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like my grandma, why you wearing that hat in my house? Like, all right,
Stop,
grandma, my bad.
go sit on that hot ass plastic couch and shit like that.
Right, exactly. Yo, I tell this story all the time. My grandma used to, she'd be asleep, she in bed. It's like, let's say it's the weekend, whatever, she in bed. I'd be on the house phone, whatever. She would pick up the house phone. Like, grandma, what is you need to get off my phone? Grandma, like, you sleep. Like, watch Law and Order. Why? Ain't nobody calling you at 11 o'clock. Like, yo, shout out to older black women, man, who used to draw on us just because.
That's
That
funny.
game wasn't going to do nothing to your TV, grandma. Stop it. They be wilding, man. Shout out to the grandmas out there.
Grandmas.
Yo, so this something funny happened to me, right? So my oldest daughter, Lyric, it was a commercial that came on. It was a Dietz and Watson commercial, right? But she said, these nuts, right? Out of nowhere. So I'm like, me and my wife, like, these nuts, where you get that from? So we go through the whole, like, do you even know what that means? You know, this whole situation. She's like, it's from a commercial, right? I'm like, she capping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, we really like, yo, like trying to figure this out. Like, is the little boys in school saying this, whatever? There's really a commercial, like it's a Dietz and was Dietz and nuts. And they say these nuts. And they say it the way she said it. But as a parent, I was snapping, like, yo, where you learn that from? And it was a event. So
Yeah.
I was salty as shit, like, yo, why in the world is they sitting back here using these nuts
I
on
bet, I bet,
commercials?
I bet you. But before he got to that part, wifey looked at you like, "Why she know this?" She
Yo,
looked at
listen, we was really trying to like,
you.
so she's like, it's a commercial. So we like, show us. So I don't know if I forgot what happened. I might have Googled it, whatever. Or she showed us the commercial. And it's really a commercial. He'd be like, he's saying like these nuts, but he's saying like Deets nuts or something like Deets nuts. And I'm like, yeah, what the, like we really was like tripping. Like,
Oh
I
wow.
went to the whole parent mode, like, yeah, you shouldn't be saying stuff you don't know what it means. And all so other shit.
I just saw it 2 minutes ago, Dad.
Like, I'm like, yo, this shit. No, she's like, I guess she's seen the commercial and it reminded her of the other commercial. And she just said out of nowhere. I'm like, what? Whole daddy mode. Like, I'm snapping. Who's saying that? They saying that at school. It's a whole fucking commercial on TV. This shit is on TV. These nuts. They saying these nuts like we said these nuts. You know, I'd be like, yeah, these nuts. Like,
Yeah.
shit is crazy, dog. Shit is crazy.
Uh,
What else we got? Nah, we did the. We don't even want to talk about the Rooney rules. I don't even feel like getting upset with the Rooney shit.
Nah.
What else on your mind, Jay? What we missing?
No, bro, it's been one of those weeks, man. We've been, just getting ready, man.
You've been on the fucking beach all week. Fuck is you talking about?
I have. So I mean, I ain't really been thinking about that because I've been sipping. But yeah, man, real quick, it's been some good sports. I've seen a couple highlights with that. And it's crazy to think like how and I'm 30, I'm the young one of the group, 35, right. About to be. But I'm looking at these new cats coming in, right? And it's like Kenyon Martin Jr. is on the court with Carmelo, and I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, yo, am I really that old?
Yeah, right.
And
Melo played with Kenyon Martin, right.
And so I'm sitting, I'm like, yo, he played 2 times. He played the Nets and the Nuggets.
Yo, I think what's the name is on that team too? Ain't Gary Payton Jr.? No, Gary Payton Jr. No, I want to say he don't go to state.
He don't go to state.
Yeah, yo, we is getting old, bro, because that shit is real. You see them motherfuckers everywhere, man.
But now it's like,
hold on. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because you said something about Zion.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
And yo, Zion fat as shit right now, dog.
I told you.
Yeah, Zion out here fat as shit, dog. What's going on?
He wearing forces when he should be fucking hitting that goddamn bike and shit.
Yeah, yo. He looking like, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. He's starting to look like I ain't gonna say a bus, but when you take Ja Morant out here averaging 30, like Ja Morant out here getting busy.
I said it from the day that we was talking about the draft. I was never big. I never thought Zion should have been the number 1 pick. I had said my number 1 pick would have been Ja. And then I would have went busy.
Yo, Henry out for the season.
What's his name? Yeah, Derrick Henry out. They signed Adrian
AP.
Peterson.
Yeah, they signed AP.
And then Von Miller over to the Rams.
Yeah. Oh, look, and the Rams trying to make a run.
They making it tough. Right there.
Listen, when you got Helm, Donald, and Ramsey.
And you still got I think you got Ubakam or whatever his name is. He's a decent linebacker, so
yeah, they got some pieces. The Rams like they about to make a run. I ain't gonna hold you. The Cowboys, after they beat my Vikings last night, that shit, I went to sleep and woke up to that goofy shit. I ain't even really seen the highlights. I'm that petty, yo. I don't even see the fucking highlights after my team lose, yo.
Vikings got a schedule.
Yo, but, I swear our schedule is like the toughest schedule in the league.
I don't know
like
about that
everybody
one.
We play is like we got y'all next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody we play, man, like shit.
In the bank. You got players in the bank too.
And we came in there and got busy a couple years ago, man. We came in there and got busy a couple
that
years
was a
ago.
snow
I think we
game.
spanked y'all one time.
No, that was a snow
was
game.
it the snow game? That might have been the snow game with Joe Webb.
And we still pulled it off.
Hold on. When Joe Webb get off? That one against y'all? I don't know. I gotta do my research though. Lamar Jackson. How what's the name of them doing? I don't even know how Patty and them doing right now. I'm watching the Boston and Chicago right now.
I really ain't been. I mean, I've been watching law sports, and if I have been watching sports,
you shouldn't be watching those sports. You should be. You watching baseball?
I watch baseball, yeah, because I put money on Houston.
They won last night, right?
Yeah, I seen what's the old boy's name from Houston? Mighty Mattress or Max or
Mighty
whatever
Mattress?
his name. I don't know what his name is. It's something mattress, but he put up like 35, or whatever he put up. He's bound to win like 35 mil if the Astros win the World Series.
Who is Mighty Mattress? It's a boy on the streets.
No, I guess it's a mattress guy. I can't think of his name.
You would think
Max Mattress or something like that. It's something mattress.
Something mattress.
But yeah, he bound to win some money if Houston take it all. So I say if he putting up this amount of money,
what game they in?
I want to say 5.
And it's what 2-2?
2-2. I want to say.
No, they don't go to 7.
Yeah.
All right, then no. Then it's something else then. Because what's name about to get eliminated if they'd have lost?
So then it's 2-1 then. Maybe.
No.
I know Atlanta took one game. But
No. We gotta check that, because I think, listen, they was in a closeout game, so it might have been 3-1, and it might be 3-2 now or something.
one of those, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's like a 5.
I don't watch no baseball, yo.
Yeah. But
I don't watch no baseball. Tom Brady no loss.
Oh wow. I lost track of I honestly lost track of the week being here. So it's yeah.
Y'all ain't do nothing for Halloween out there?
We had Halloween parties. On the resort. We had a bunch of Halloween parties, dressing up.
You dressed up?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of sort of. I put a Jason mask on. Went to Walmart, paid $1 for it, and that was my cost.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not packing a bunch of stuff. But it was cool. I mean, like I ain't whatever. You
ain't out there eating no street tacos or nothing?
No, they got. I mean, they on the resort, bro. They got everything, like all these.
So you got like regular stuff.
Yeah, they got regular stuff, but they got also food trucks on the resort too.
Oh yeah,
and they got probably like a 2-mile long pool, in the resort. So I just be, and I'm my room right beside it. So I just be out there just chilling
in the pool
most of the day in the pool, or I went. They had a bull riding today, so I did bull riding.
Oh, you jumped on a bull?
Yeah, well, no, the little mechanical joint.
Oh, that shit. Yo, Jay, I would pay to see you on a bull. Like, they're serious.
Yeah. Or a mechanical joint?
Yeah.
Or that joint on my IG. Yeah,
I gotta check that shit out.
I'm experienced with that, bro.
Surprised you ain't send me that shit.
Yeah, I gotta get the video. People recorded that joint today. It was wild. So they I convinced half of some people out there that was Mark Henry. Shout out to Mark Henry. Shout out to Mark Henry. So if you get a couple hashtags and they saying, we love seeing you in Mexico. It's me, player. So you know what I'm saying? Right. Send some of those proceeds to me. But yeah, they was out there. Yeah, they was out there doing that. And but yeah, it's been a great weekend. So it's a way to start off Scorpio season. To bring that in.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Scorpio
season. I told a lady the other day, I believe Jesus was a Scorpio. Don't quote me on that.
I believe Jesus was a Scorpio. Only you, yo.
So no, only me. So you know what I'm saying? Started off right. Continue through the rest of this month. Party here, little events there. Setting it off on the birthday and Veterans Day, which will be in a couple weeks. Yeah. No, I think it's 2 weeks. We can have something like that. So 10 days.
Bro, we appreciate you taking time out of your vacation to pod with me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. Definitely, bro.
I love you, bro. Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
I love you, bro. And I'll hit you up soon.
Yeah, this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 160. What is this? 160 what?
163.
163. We out there.
Yo, we love y'all. Yo,
love you,
thank y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.